Everyone, this is Pramita here, and like you will be seeing this video where I have decorated or embellished these masterboard rolls, and I just wanted to give you a brief idea. Look at what we had done in the process. So if you're interested, hang around and watch this because I have sped up the process a little bit. It was getting too long, and I was being very indecisive about what to use and what not to use. And in the process, I made around six embellishment clusters like this, and you will see how easy it is to put something together like this. And also I'm going to show you how you can make hidden paper clips using these clusters. That's going to be coming in the next video, so watch out for that. But this will be followed by the actual process where I put these together. So keep watching. Bye, have a great day. So here I am with a long roll, the paper roll that we had created from the digital masterboard, and I'm just looking for some kind of label that I need to put on these masterboard rolls. So I thought of using this die cut. I had this die cut for a while and I didn't know where to use it. So I thought this would be the best place, and now I'm looking for some cheesecloth. I'm just taking some strings off, and then I'll just layer this and see, guesstimate sort of thing. This is my tub of butterflies, and I'm getting pretty low on this supply. First I chose that blue one, but then I thought it was getting too blue, so I chose this butterfly. And this is a beautiful looking one, and also I'm moving on to the next part. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically guesstimate or decide on whatever major pieces I'm going to be using, and then I'm going to move on to the next one, come back later and glue them all together. So this one has this label. The label is probably from Dots Design Studio on Etsy, and that bird is from my shop, Bird Fussy Cut. And also that word cluster that we had created earlier, as I showed you. So this is the box where I had done the previous one. Some of them I had done on screen, and some I had done off screen. So here are these, and I will be continuing working on more clusters because I need to finish that roll that you see in the screen space. I need to make clusters for that. And honestly, this has been a huge help for me because I had these ready and then I could just lay them and I was ready to go. So for the next part that I'm doing, I have used a label from Digi and SVG Designs for You. It's my currently favorite shop and I love their labels. Then I have used that floral element. I think that is from 11.9, and again a word cluster that I had made previously. And when you have things like that already prepped, you are ready to go. You don't have any issues. You just can move about. So again, I've used another label from Digi and SVG Designs. I highly recommend this shop because of their high quality products, because the items are really good. And honestly, I have come across very few shops that have such great labels. One of the favorite shops that I have for labels is, of course, Love Junk Journals by Tracy Fox, and another is DG and SVG Designs for you. So again, I'm using another label from their shop, and this is my box of fussy cuts. I'm still continuing with fussy cutting, and I'm trying to see what kind of floral arrangement will look nice. So I decide that I'm going to use this in a vertical way, and I am just trying to move about. See, I've not glued anything down, and I'll tell you the reason why. Because when we are working on a larger space, it is difficult to guesstimate whichever element will be best looking. So it is good to work with a smaller canvas or a smaller area. That will make your work easier, and also you will be able to decide easily. So now what I've done is I've taken my craft knife and I've just sliced the portions that I need to make the cluster. So why I've done that? Again, my that craft knife was not working, so I decided to go with another one. So I'm just trimming the sections off so that I know that I'm going to be working with that much area only, and I will choose the whatever extra bit that I would like to have. Either it's a number label, or a something that a butterfly, or just a blank label, whatever. I will know that that doesn't look too much for the little space that I have. So there has to be a kind of balance between all these things, because remember, we're working on a very tiny space, and I cannot just overcrowd it with things that I like to use, or I would love to use. That it has to be cohesive with everything else that is there on the tiny paper scrap that I have. So I'm just looking through my stash, just trying to gauge whichever will look nice. So I'm just trying to find something suitable. So I found that coat, and I'm going to layer that with a little bit of cheesecloth. But what happened was I took such a tiny bit, and when I started to take the threads off, the entire piece came apart, and I decided to go with that itself. So what I don't know how this lighting is weird. We were having not a thunderstorm, but heavy showers around this time. Anyways, so again, I'm using some. Oh my god, this lighting is getting so weird. So as I'm doing the voiceover, I'm really feeling irritated at the lighting, but I can't do anything right away. So you'll have to bear with that. And I totally apologize for the situation. So this is my tiny box of red labels. Now, red is something that usually we do not get among the labels, but I sometimes, you just need a little bit of color. So I do have a bunch of I have cut out some red labels from a shop, and I have kept them in that red box. And this bird is from my shop, and the label is also, that label that I've used is from Dots Design Studio. So I have layered this word balance, that is from Miss Tracy Fox, Love Junk Journals. And these are the number labels. And what I've done is I had misprinted on one of the papers, and what I did was I just printed those labels on the other side. So you don't get to waste paper. Wasting paper is sin. That's what I was watching Patricia Viramontes today, and my god, she's such a talented person, and she was saying this, wasting paper is sin, and I was having a good laugh. Like, it's true, wasting paper is sin. So again, I'm using those labels and florals. I usually do not ink sometimes, but this one I thought it needed a little bit of specific edging. Like, I needed this to have some kind of dark edge, so I have inked it. So again, I'm tearing some cheesecloth. I made a mistake. I thought I'd add a little bit of texture, then good to go. But I'll come back later and add some stitching perhaps. But right now I'm just laying things down randomly, as you can see. But it works for me. Like, I don't think too much when I'm doing things like this, otherwise I will never get anything done. So this is also a great tip that I would give. If you're collaging, don't think too much. It'll definitely work out. And even if it doesn't, this is just a piece of paper. You can always cover it up and use it for something else. So here again, I'm using some label from This together word is from my porch print, and this floral element I don't recommend. I would not recommend this shop, but anyways, I since I've bought it, I'm going to use it, and that is one of the reasons I have layered it on that label. And I still have, I think, two more pieces that I need to work on, and I will be doing that. So I'm planning on doing a few more cluster ideas or mini snippet ideas videos. I don't know when I'll be able to do it because I am working part time, not full time, and also I'm working on digikits, and I'm also making journals, design team projects. So I know it sounds crazy, but that's how my life is, and I like to keep myself busy. It keeps me sane, because I don't have much to look forward to in my life right at this moment. So these are the red labels that I was talking about, but I am not very happy with the way they printed out, because this is not the first time I've printed them out. So if I've made a mistake, I don't know if anybody knows. Then they you can please give me a tip, because when I printed these out, and this is for the second time, and somehow it got cut twice. I tried to fix the error while printing, but it did not. So I still need to finish that big roll, and I'll probably do a fast forward, or just a video like this where I'm going to walk you or talk you through the process, instead of showing you my indecisiveness. And I work pretty slowly because this took me about half an hour half an hour to 40 minutes. Half an hour, that's it. So if I need to finish that whole roll of snippet, I'll probably be filming it for an hour, more than an hour probably. So I don't know. So I will do a sped up video of that. I think that will be best, because you've seen the basics that I do. I usually put a label, either a floral element, some butterfly, or a bird. But floral elements are my favorite, honestly, because I work mostly on floral journals. So whenever I'm creating something with floral elements, I know that they're going to be used up quickly. So this butterfly is from my porch print, and again, I'm using that tiny label, that red label bunch that I got, and the labels are good. They print out very nicely, very clear. But I'm so sad that they get often cut off at the bottom or at the top, and I even try to fix that, but with no